Hey everybody! So here is your very last project. You're going to start in SketchUp Layout, and you are making a presentation for all of the work that you have done in this class. So you should have come to class already with a couple of things prepared. I'm going to go ahead and pretend that all of the pictures in this particular folder and the SketchUp files in this particular folder are what I need for this project, as well as a Word document with some typed captions for each of my pictures and the one typed paragraph that I told you guys you need to have. So I'm going to go back to Layout. I'm going to choose a template. I can either choose a blank letter landscape, or I can choose one that already contains a title block. Alright, so I'm going to choose a blank one. I'm going to start all the way from scratch. Make sure if you choose one with a template already in it, that you make sure to make adjustments and make it applicable to your own project. So click the Open button. So this is our title page. So what I'm going to put on the title page is my name. Okay. I'm going to put the class. And I'm going to title the project. Okay. So that is the bare bones information that I'm going to need for this page. So I'm going to add another page, and you can see this is page 1. And I'm going to go ahead and title it title page. Page 2 is going to be project SketchUp. Okay. So let's also remember that I gave you an assignment that looks something like this. Project portfolio. Okay. But I described to you all of these. So I'm going to do the bookshelf and a couple of the other SketchUp things on one page. Okay? So that list that I gave you that detailed all of the different things that you need to have, bookshelf, staircase, arch, door, fireplace, platform, all of those things are what you're going to start putting in. Now, if you did a picture, you're going to go File, Insert, and you're just going to grab the picture. So this would be just a picture of my final model, and make sure that when you shrink it you hold the Shift key. And I'm going to make something very interesting out of this, and so I'm going to insert this, and I'm going to go ahead and insert another one. And now let's say I'm going to go ahead and insert my bookcase as a SketchUp file. That's what that little symbol means, and I'm going to say OK. It's going to take a little while to insert. And I'm going to shrink it. I'm going to double click on the inside. Now I'm inside the SketchUp model. And I'm navigating just like we do in SketchUp. So I am going to click back out, reposition my model till it's inside that frame. Okay. I'm going to click on the SketchUp Model tab and go to Styles, and I'm going to pick a new style for this to go with. I'm going to pick that style, and I'm going to put it right here. And I am going to now copy this window. So all I did was click and hold Control and drag, just like you would copy something in SketchUp. And I'm going to zoom in on the shelf so that we get a close-up look at that shelf. Okay. And now I'm going to add some of my captions. I'm just going to hit Control-C for copy, Control-V for paste. And I'm going to move this and put it right here. Now you can also do that where I can see only one thing, and then click the red arrow means that you have more text, so that you know you're cutting something off. So I'm going to come in and delete that text. I just hit cut so that I have it on my cursor. Click and paste. Select again, so now I can take this. Move it. Doesn't quite fit over here, so I'm going to shrink it and expand it this way. So now I've nicely presented my material. I like that these don't have a frame on them, but I think this one might need a frame. Make it a 2-point font, and I'm going to make it gray instead of black, like that. Okay. So another thing you can do is you can make yourself a little logo. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to make it JRI. I'm going to make it in a fun font. Make it bigger. I'm going to make it like this. Actually, I'm going to make it 3 separate things. Okay. And now I'm going to make some circle fun behind it. And tap the control key so that as I grab and move these items, they replicate the way I would like them to. And hold the shift key so that makes that whole bubble smaller. Now I'm going to pull these in, make my little symbol a little more compact. And now I'm going to make these, I'm going to go ahead and not fill them. Stroke them with some sort of color. Stroke them with some different colors. And I'm going to increase their size a little bit. Do that with all of them. Okay. And then I'm going to grab J, R, and I, and I'm going to arrange, bring the front, and that's going to be my little symbol. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to right click on it and click on group. So now these are stuck together, and every time I grab them they're going to move together, and if I grab the corner and shrink them, they're going to shrink together. Now the letters are a little funky when they start to move, but that's okay. And I'm going to put this in the lower right hand corner, and now I'm going to go to layers. Okay, and instead of putting it on the default layer, I'm going to select all of it, which I did by clicking on it, and I'm going to hit Control X to make it cut. And then on every page I am going to hit Control V for paste. So now it looks about the same, but the difference is it is now on every page, and every page that I make, it will be on there. So you should put that at least on every page, and I think I'm going to also put this on every page. I'm going to make it a little more interesting, like that. And I put it on, I did not put it on that layer yet. I can tell because it's not on every other layer. So I'm going to copy that, click on the on every page thing and hit paste, and now it's on that page. Now there are 2 of them. I can tell which layer it's on by that little blue dot right there. Okay. So now it's on there. You can see it's on every page. paste it again. This time I want it to be on the default layer. There we go. It's on the default layer again, and I'm going to make it bigger because this is the title page, so it should be bigger. Especially for those of you who are doing a lot of graphic design stuff, this will be a very fun aspect to this project. And I'm going to do a little something similar to my little logo down here, but instead I'm going to go ahead and fill them with different colors. And I'm going to select all three and arrange them to back. I'm also going to make them transparent a little bit. It's also made them all the same color, transparent. I'm also going to take the stroke off of all of them. And I think that that looks kind of cute. I'm going to grab this, pull it in so that I can grab that circle. Tap the control key, replicate it, hold the shift key when I shrink it so that it won't change in shape. Do that again, make a hidden Mickey, make a little Venn diagram looking thing. And also you should keep in mind that if I decide that I want to change that, I can. So I'm going to go back to my on every page layer, I'm going to ungroup that, and I am instead going to choose it all and decide to fill it with color, and I'm not going to stroke it at all, and I'm going to take the fill out of those, but let those circles be transparent colors in and of themselves. There we go. A little too pink. Getting really involved with the little nitpicky stuff here now. Okay. So that's how I want my portfolio to look, because I feel like it. So I'm going to do the same thing on some of the other pages. I'm going to go ahead and grab these couple graphic circles, move and paste, and see when I paste them they're still going to be in the background. I am going to go ahead and flip left to right, flip top to bottom, and I'm going to let them be back here. Paste again. Oops. Paste again, and before they're Control Z, paste. I don't want them to get unselected, so that's why I'm moving them without clicking on something else. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Doesn't really matter that I rotated it, but it doesn't really do anything either. And I'm going to go ahead and change some of those colors a little bit too, even though I don't have to. I can zoom in to make the selection easier. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Make sure you make yourself a logo. Give yourself some sort of graphic theme, whether it's circles or lines or rectangles. Include your caption for each picture. And for instance, the idea would be that these two pictures are two different pictures of the same item, right? So they're two different pictures of the same bookshelf, the same project, but it is got one caption that connects the two pictures. You could also write another quick caption, so I could say that this is my bookshelf project. The shelves were very interesting to replicate. I used the move tool and the array tool to ensure they were spaced exactly the same distance apart. And then you'll have to expand that in order to get all your text in there. But this way you're going to create a really nice presentation of all of the projects that you did in this class. It might also behoove you to label what project it is or what program it is. I'm going to make that a little smaller. I'm also going to make it white. Text color is here. There you go. Selection. Arrange. Back. Arrange from the front. Arrange back to front, I say. Alrighty. Not accepting my bringing it to front, which makes the white color very unfriendly. There we go. Just gonna make it gray. And that way it'll show up, but it won't interfere. I'm going to put that back where it goes. Range, bring to front. That should bring it in front of those pictures, but it's being mean right now, so I'm just going to put it down here. So you're going to do this for every project, and it shouldn't take you that long. Make it look cute. And then you're going to turn it in. To turn it in, you're going to go File, Save As. Oops. You're going to go File, Save As, and save it as a layout file and turn that in as well. But you're also going to export a PDF. And you're going to title that whatever you're going to title that. Probably Portfolio. And here's where you get to choose if you're using all the pages or not. You do want to export all the pages for me. Once you do that, you're going to have a PDF portfolio of your project. Isn't that neato? Make sure when you copy paste things onto other layers, you are careful that what you put on the on every page layer is only what you want on every page. For instance, I probably actually don't want these things on every page, and they're on the on every page layer. So what I would do is I would select them to get them on the right layer. I would select them, hit Control X to cut them, move my current layer to the default layer, and go Edit, Paste, and that pastes them in place. Then I go File, Arrange, send it back. That's probably the reason that this wouldn't arrange bring to front, because the on, yeah, that was it. So the on every page layer, see how it's below the default layer? Because this picture was on the default layer and this writing was on the bottom layer, it wouldn't ever allow it to be on top of the other layer. So now if I wanted to, I could go back and do what I kept trying to do before and make that into white, and you would see it. Alright? I think that's it. Enjoy.